Welcome back to another semester of Beyond the Brief. I'm Ariana Schaefer.
And I'm Ricky Freeberry.
And it's great to be back here at Lynn University, and with it being both of our last semester at Lynn, as well as other seniors, the thought of us facing the moment of becoming financially independent is drawing closer each day.
Scary thought, but for help and tips on what college students should be doing, I got the chance to speak with world-renowned television host and personal finance expert Susie Orman. When it comes to trying to be financially independent right after graduation, because of the rough job market, Susie says we and our parents need to be patient with that idea.
I'm not sure you're going to be able to drift away from them as fast as maybe you would have liked to have drifted away from them so you could be independent.
Sorry, Mom and Dad.
Sorry, sweethearts, they're moving back in.
But she says the steps to becoming independent are simple.
Live below your means, but within your needs.
And while in school, she says you really need to be smart about those student loans.
You should know exactly how much of a student loan you can afford to take out based on what your major will pay you if you get a job, after you've paid for rent, car payment, food, and everything else.
When it comes to establishing credit, Orman's advice is that we should be linked to someone with good credit. For example, our parents.
Have them add you onto every one of their cards as an authorized user. You will not get one of their cards, you will not charge on their cards. Their FICO score then becomes your FICO score. You then could apply for a credit card if you wanted one, and you would be able to get one in your name. Then you will start using it responsibly, which simply means that you buy something, you pay the bill in full when it comes, and then eventually your score will become very good on its own, and your parents can either leave you on or they can take you off whenever.
In January, Susie unveiled a prepaid debit card known as the Approved Card, which is the first debit card in history that has the potential to build credit. Susie hopes in 18 months it will be able to give users an alternative way to establish a credit score.
If you use it how I say, it's only $3 a month. If we start to make money, the $3 will go away. I'll get rid of that.
Okay.
But what happens here is that we will be sharing the information with TransUnion, a major credit bureau, and FICO, Fair Isaac Company. They will get together and they will make a decision. Is this relevant to be able to determine a FICO score? If it is, then a prepaid debit card will start to create a FICO score for you. We can change history here, Ricky, and that's what I'm doing, everybody.
While there have been critics who oppose the card and do not think that it will establish credit, Susie is standing by it, saying it is the best alternative out there.
Speaking of money, advertisers paid $30 million for an ad spot in the recent Super Bowl. Our iPulse reporter took to the streets to find out what people's favorite commercials were.
Super Bowl 46 brought in 111.3 million viewers, making it the most watched program in U.S. history. But were they paying attention to the commercials and affected by them? Here are my results.
My favorite Super Bowl commercial was that Honda commercial with Matthew Broderick replaying as Fierce Beeler.
Did it make you want to buy the product?
Yeah, because I want to be like Fierce Beeler.
My favorite Super Bowl commercial was the one where the dog was fetching all the, I think it was Bud Light, to everyone who was coming to their party.
Did it make you want to buy the product?
It did, actually.
I like the one with the guy had the head come out of his shoulder. He's like, I want that car. That's a good car. Something like that. Made me laugh.
Did it make you want to buy a car? That particular car?
No, not really.
Probably the M&M one. It was just really funny. It was probably the one that caught my attention the most.
Did it make you want to buy M&Ms?
Yeah, it did actually.
It was the Missing Cat Dorito commercial. That was definitely my favorite.
Why?
It was really funny. I mean, a dog bribing a human with Doritos, I'd go for it.
The one with the dog for Doritos. I just thought it was funny that the dog was like, you didn't see anything.
Did it make you want to buy Doritos?
A little bit.
Although the Dorito commercial was good, I felt that the M&M commercial was fantastic. This is Brandon RPL reporting for Beyond the Brief.
So did you have a favorite commercial?
I did have a favorite commercial. My favorite commercial was definitely the David Beckham commercial. It was an underwear commercial for H&M, and basically he didn't say a word, and I see why not. All he has to do is stand there, and it definitely gets the message across. He's so hot.
Oh, but would it make you want to buy the product, though, if you were a guy?
Yeah, I definitely would.
Okay. Well, this ad didn't make me want to buy the product for Chrysler, but I really liked the halftime advertisement where it was halftime in America with Clint Eastwood. I thought it showed a lot of patriotism and really addressed the issues that are on a lot of Americans' minds right now. Last Friday, the Women's Center took to the streets of Miami to stand up against domestic violence. iPulse reporter Jennifer Murillo was on the scene to get the tragic and inspiring story behind this event.
In 1999, a young bride-to-be, Gladys Rickard, was murdered by her abusive ex-boyfriend in New Jersey. The tragedy was enough to inspire Josie Ashton to initiate the College Bridal Walk, which is an 8-mile walk that brings awareness towards domestic violence nationwide. In this event, college students wore bridal gowns and tuxedos to commemorate the death of Rickard and several other victims in her same situation.
This is our second year doing the College Pride Walk, and I tell you, it's amazing. We have 7 universities, we have 2 high schools involved, and we really can't complain, but we know we can do better.
Well, it's definitely a community service, and we're giving people a lot of awareness of what's going on. You know, abuse to women is not a good thing, so we're here to support.
Ashton's passion for this event was not only inspiring for Lynn students, but for other members of the community as well.
I do educate students about this issue on campus, so why not walk the walk?
It's a really good cause because a lot of people don't really know about it, and this is the 2nd annual College Brides Walk, and the first one was last year, and this year it's way bigger. There's a lot more exposure. People know more about the issue that we need to prevent.
The first thing is breaking the silence. When we keep silent about domestic violence, people die.
We even came across a couple that had experienced a case of domestic violence themselves and wanted others to know that they're not alone.
What made you come here as a couple?
For me, an experience because I was a victim of domestic violence, and he saved me and protected me from my kids.
We want to get rid of the myth and the misunderstandings when it comes to what domestic violence really is, why victims really stay.
It has been a very tiring day, but it was definitely worth it. You now have the opportunity to book your date for next year's bridal walk. This was Jennifer Murillo for Beyond the Brief.
It's always nice to see people come together and speak up about important issues. With all the political news, the story may have slipped through the cracks last November. Congress, along with President Obama, legalized a bill that allows horses to be slaughtered and used as edible meat in the United States. Callie Darlin went around campus to ask students what they thought about this bill and if they would eat horse meat.
Yes, it's true. It's now legal to kill horses for their meat. The thought sickens me, but perhaps I'm in the minority. We went to the cafeteria at Lynn University to find out what other students thought on the subject. Most of the students we met having dinner were turned off.
I think it's disgusting.
Yeah, would you ever consider eating it if it was in the caf or just trying it?
No.
I think it's very unethical. I have a few friends who do horseback riding and they compete and they are opposed to the idea as well.
I'm definitely against it, killing horses for meat. If that's the bill, no.
It isn't the yuck factor that turned off many students. It's just eating meat in general. Matt Fisher is a graduate student at Lynn University.
I'm a vegetarian, so I don't believe that we should kill meat at all. And to be quite honest with you, people who eat meat, it kind of grosses me out. So.
Then there was the student who says he actually liked the Obama law.
I agree with it.
You do?
Yeah.
So have you tried horse before?
Many times.
Yes. And is it like a delicacy, or can you describe it for me?
Have you ever tasted shark?
No.
It's the same type of meat than shark.
So it's tougher?
No, it's like more lean. It's very tasty. You should try.
So if they served it in the cafeteria, you would definitely eat it?
For sure, 100%.
Is he kidding? I'm just not sure. I should point out that all these questions are really hypothetical due to the fact that Lynn Cafeteria explained to us that they have no plans to serve horse meat to students. This is Callie Darlin with the iPulse.
Moving on now from meat to garlic, last weekend Delray Beach held its annual Garlic Festival, where Lynn students got the chance to attend and cover the festivities.
At the Garlic Festival last weekend, there were tons of garlic food, and the most interesting part, there was garlic ice cream. It wasn't just about the food. There were different types of things, such as musical performances and some fun activities. There was, of course, the contest of the top garlic chef. Chef Chuck won the contest last year.
I felt very good. I beat a guy that won it for 4 years straight, and it felt really good to put my win on that he was there for 4 years and I beat him.
How difficult is to include garlic in the dishes?
It's not really that difficult because garlic's basically in every cuisine. You can utilize garlic anyway. You can make it sweet. You can make it savory. You can do a lot of things with garlic.
The winner took home $1,000 and the title. The Garlic Festival also raised money for the school for garlic lovers to train them how to cook. Instead of the smell of garlic, the Garlic Festival was a success. This is Paloma Carrillo informing for Behind the Brief.
That looks like it was a lot of fun. Well, this concludes this week's edition of Beyond the Brief.
Thank you all for tuning in. We'll see you next week.